What are you so excited about?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I need more coffee. I have no idea.
Maybe but you've had too much coffee.
I haven't had enough yet. No. It's been one of those interesting mornings. Yes. So we're steady. No, turn the volume down. Otherwise, I get stuck in an infinite loop.
It's all good.
There we go. So we are fact. Yes. Some days it's really, really perplexing how this works. Some days it takes about a minute to go online. Some days it just like done it. And so this morning we're early.
Yeah, we're early today. Some days we're late.
So we usually try to get online, at least a minute before. And some days it's I don't know. The intertubes don't want to play nice or whatever, and we wind up being fashionably late. which for our Virgo friends is just simply not on.
We're always fashionably late.
No, we're not really.
Yeah.
Well, I can see there's 4 people watching, but nobody's popped up yet. This is like, I guess the intertubes are going to be funny like this. So we'll see who says hello. What's going on? Because today is Hello Wendy. Oh, thank you.
Today is Hello Wendy?
No, today is Thoughtful Thursday. I'm sorry. We interrupt this sentence with an interrupted sentence. Yes. I'm good at that. I have tangents within my tangents. It's been with you too long. It's rubbed off on me.
Don't blame me.
Oh, come on. You're the sovereign goddess of weird. You are. You just, wherever
Morning,
you go,
Savannah.
Wherever you go, strange things occur. And it's rubbed off on me. And I've become strange in funny ways as well, I think. Good morning, Carol. Hello. How are you?
All right.
I think people are starting to join us. It's lovely. It's a beautiful day.
Yes.
One day we should do this outside. Then, of course, I'm sure our lovely neighbours across the street will probably decide that's a good time to put some poisonous chemicals in the air and all that fun stuff.
Last night when I decided to go outside and chicken watch, one of my hobbies, they decided to smoke cigars. So that was disgusting.
That's a different neighbour. And I think that was their visitor, to be honest, rather than...
Good morning, Pam.
So it's all good.
Holy shit, these planets. Oh, yeah.
Yes, we're planets.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that. We were talking about the days of the weeks and the planets.
But it's
we were
a secret, isn't it?
Is it a secret?
It is.
Oh, okay. Then we'll shut up then. Yeah, see why it's so secret. If you speak French, you'll figure it out for yourself. It's just not exactly hard.
Anyway.
So it's almost 11
you can do
o'clock.
the days of the week.
What?
But never mind.
All right then.
Anyway. So, good morning and welcome to Elevensies, the late morning show with Lisa and Anton Stewart.
And I'm Anton.
And I'm Lisa.
And actually, the late morning show was the early late morning show today because the technology worked faster than it has in the past, and we found ourselves online a good minute or so earlier than we anticipated, but it's all good. So there you go, Thoughtful Thursdays. Right. Have you ever thought about what thoughts are made of?
Egg.
That'll do you.
That was like the follow-on to some quantum physics.
Yeah, it
thing.
was. It was a What the Beat Do We Know? Excellent film if you've never seen it. It really is.
Hi, Jen.
Challenge the way that you think about things. And that's kind of cool because it is. You've got to challenge the way you think about things sometimes because that's how you grow your thoughts, isn't it? It's like, if you just learnt to play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star on the recorder and never pushed yourself any further than that would be you. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning.
But you might like that gig.
Well, yeah, but do you want to get like in the Boston Philharmonic or something like that?
Maybe that's not your aspiration.
Well, no, I'm saying, but if it is.
I see.
If it is, maybe your aspiration is just to sit on your ass and drink beer all day. I don't know, but what I'm saying is it's like the mind needs exercise, doesn't it? If you don't exercise your mind, if you don't make yourself ponder things which are hard to ponder sometimes, you're not really, helping yourself with your mental agility is the best word. Mm-hmm. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Morning Sparky as well. I see it's a whole bunch of people joining us this morning. This is lovely.
Thoughtful Thursdays.
Thoughtful Thursdays. So do you think the way that you think has a bearing on what divination system you might resonate to?
Absolutely. I think the way you think and the energy that you're connected to will certainly be helpful in choosing a tool. Yesterday we had a harsh talk about the difference between oracle and tarot and how to pick that. But again, I wasn't putting down reading oracles, I think they're fantastic if that's where you are.
Oh, and some of them are profoundly beautiful and
Right.
extraordinarily well thought
But for
out.
some people, cards, whether they're tarot or oracle, don't speak to them at all. They use different things. I mean, if you Googled the Mancies, you're going to find hundreds
Oh, it's A to Z,
of
definitely.
different divination things.
Aeromancy to zoomancy. You know, aeromancy
Exactly.
is what divination of clouds and all that kind of fun stuff and weather, right through to the movement of wild animals.
Right.
And everything in between. Everything.
So I know that you kind of likened this to music.
I did.
And it's, you said like if you play the recorder.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Remember, okay.
I do remember, yeah.
So what I'm going to say is if you are drawn, spiritually drawn to divination, there must be a kind of divination that will resonate with you more than others.
Yeah.
Like we see people who enjoy music,
Yes.
and some of them have definite eclectic style, right?
Oh,
Some
yeah.
people say, well, I like jazz, but I don't like rap, and I like classical, but I don't like country, and I like rock, but I don't like whatever. And you kind of get a feel for what's speaking to you, what the music's language
I think that's
is,
true.
right?
It's at a very subliminal level because music is something that transcends language. So you don't necessarily need to understand it because it speaks directly to you. And all of us are individuals. Certain music really speaks strongly to certain people. So, oh, no, I can't stand that,
Right.
So, yeah.
So I think that you certainly could enjoy, several different kinds of music. I know that I like most any music that I can understand the words to.
I like instrumental stuff too. So.
Yeah, right.
There are no words.
Meditation music to rock music. It doesn't. So you can enjoy different things. So you don't have to have just one divination tool. And you don't necessarily have to play music to enjoy it. So you could receive counsel from other people. You don't have to necessarily give counsel. But if you do want to learn some sort of esoteric spiritual tool, think about how you think and what might speak to you or resonate with you. What might want to share its secret language with you, right? And then what might be practical for you to do,
Chicken
right?
entrails, probably no.
Well, if animal things are what speaks to you, then maybe you want to cast bones and stones.
Well, bones maybe, but entrails are a bit messy and they're going to
But I'm
smell
saying
for a while.
there's so many things that you could use. But again, think about allowing it to be something practical that you could do in counsel one-on-one with someone.
Yeah.
Like some things require too many accoutrements and they're not practical to do indoors or things like that.
I got in my mind the vision of that. I can't remember what the film was, that crazy oracle that could only speak in psst, psst, and this guy used to ring the cymbals and there was incense all
And
over.
his interpreter told him.
As soon as his interpreter passed on the message, yeah. I thought that would be cool. It's slightly weird, but whatever. Hang on. I just want to say hi to some people. Hi, Sparky, and hello, Gilda. And Sparky's thinking about signing up for our monthly workshop starting in October. I take it you mean the Craft of the Wise.
That's a really good one.
Oh, you're going to love it.
Well, because you get a lot of background and history, and you also get practical things. And we do have one or two of the things are devoted to divination because we certainly talk about astrology, we talk about tarot, and we talk about witches' runes in the class.
You get some.
So, let's think about that. There are runes, there are witches' runes, there's Ouija boards and cards
geomancy.
And pendulums and geomancy and
Scrying.
Things you've probably not even heard of. But something is going to be in your wheelhouse. Something is going to make your psychic muscle dance.
You're going to listen to that song and you go, I've got to listen to that song again.
Or I already know all those words.
It just really speaks to you, doesn't it?
So I think that's one of the tricks is finding something that speaks to you that you can use accurately and practically, right? So one of our little sidebar things that we have is tea leaf reading. And, we love doing it. And Amaryllis, who's there on Tuesday, does the tea leaf reading.
How cool is
But
that?
she had to kind of figure out a way that she could do it.
In a pandemic, which is without drinking tea.
Right. But you could have the
tricky,
person imprint their aura, and that's what she's doing. She had the person, touch the liquid and imprint their aura. And then the part that's the most important is the reading part, not the drinking of the tea, because most people think that those kind of teas taste terrible anyway.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. You're drinking tea this morning, not
I'm
coffee.
having tea this morning, a giant tea, because I'm trying to reduce inflammation in this knee.
I know. Poor.
We won't really go there yesterday. I did not have the best experience.
No, 4 hours of your life you won't get back, unfortunately. Yes. But such is life. Still,
Anyway.
we soldier on. We do soldier on. Sparky says she's already bought our book and she's halfway through it. Well, if you like what you're saying, tell others. If you don't, well, write your answers on a postcard and post it to Lisa. Complain in the most strongest possible terms, yes?
Yes, I love complaints. But anyway, seriously. So what's the best way to figure out what speaks to you? Well, a bit of trial and error, really.
I guess.
Again, when we're looking to learn an instrument, sometimes we're not exactly sure which instrument we want to learn. We might start out with a clarinet or a flute, and then we might end up doing a string thing. Who knows, So, yeah.
Wow.
Right?
I think my entire compliment...
You wanted to learn the bass, but
oh no, my mum said the bass player is the gawky one who stands at the back of the band, and therefore I should not play bass. But that's always been the instrument I've most vibed to. I don't know why. So I ain't dead. I have a bass. I can get a few notes out of it, but I think I should probably spend more time with that. But no, I had keys, but that was piano for me was torture with my first music teacher. I have to tell you.
Well, again, same with a divination tool. Not every tool is going to speak to everyone, but something's going to make you come alive. Palmistry, fascinating. Whatever it is that you're learning, though. Whatever divination tool you're learning, a small background in astrology would be very helpful, right? Hi, Robert. It would be very helpful for timing. It would be very helpful for understanding archetypes. It would be very helpful pretty much no matter what you're doing, right? You'd understand the elements, things like that. So whether you're casting stones and bones and making a wheel of timing out of that, or whether you're looking at the tarot, no matter what it is that you're doing,
right?
A little background in astrology would be helpful. I'm sorry, you look like you need to say something.
No, I was going to say astrology. You're absolutely right. Astrology adds another dimension to things, especially when you bring that into the tarot. It's it's. I don't know. We should all spend a little time. You don't have to become an expert astrologer, but at least get your basics down. Because that can really, really help in terms of timing, in terms of archetypal attributes, as you're saying.
In terms of not thinking that you're crazy this month because much crap's going on next week.
I think it's a given that we're crazy, dear. We don't suffer from insanity. We enjoy every minute of it, damn it.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of things to choose from, and new divination things being brought forth in practical ways all the time. So watch this space, in fact.
Yeah, well, there's a subtle plug for you.
There you go.
Coming soon.
But yeah, so dive in, pick something, test it out, try it.
You got to play with it.
It doesn't have to be a huge expensive thing. You don't have to make a huge investment, and just start getting that psychic muscle to be exercised, whether it's card of the day or question of the day or learn one line on the palm each day or whatever it is that you're looking into.
This kind of speaks to you.
Make it part of your routine.
You got to.
Until you feel that you're really resonating with it.
Yeah, it's one of these things. It's said no challenge, no gain. So you have to make sure you put the work in. If you really, there's a nice plug for you. I have no idea what that is.
Oh,
Somebody's calling you on Messenger. Now, that would be a bad idea right now, because
I
we're
don't
in a
know how to
library.
do that,
Hit
but
the X and she'll go away.
yeah, but okay.
I
It's
don't know who
not
it
someone
is.
I'd like to put an X on, so
Okay, well, we can get there. You can call them back. You know who it was. It's just, you're right in the middle of a live broadcast. You can't really take
I
a phone call
understand.
right now, so they'll just have to bear with you.
no, I think it's my cousin who would like to give me one of my dad's drawings that was given to her.
Oh, sweet. Okay, well, I'm sure we can speed it up. So, Erin wants to know, what are our thoughts on Ouija boards? You've heard mixed reviews. Interestingly enough, yeah, a lot of people are drawn to a Ouija board for the wrong reasons, and they come with this, whether you like it or not, it somehow instills a state of fearfulness when people use it. Now, okay, hold on. Yeah, of course. Let me just finish my sentence, and then please, yeah, absolutely, go there. But my mind is that what you focus on comes into focus. And if you start using a Ouija board like a lot of young people do with this kind of fear kind of thing, then you open up a portal to effectively the dark side. And really, you don't necessarily want to be doing that. You know, just as there are good people and bad people, there are good spirits and bad spirits, without doubt. And please, fire away.
Okay. I definitely see a Ouija board as more of a high magic sort of divination tool. And you see there are a few things that are combined there. Mediumship, and more like deep trance mediumship rather than just a regular reading. I do know that they work.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they do.
But I would say that whoever is going to be using it should set a sacred space. It is not a tool for children. And by set a sacred space, I mean call the 4 direction archangels. Call the 4 direction archangels to set a sacred space and declare that no negative spirits could enter through that portal. A Ouija board is much like a doorway, and you really want to make sure that you don't get something you're not prepared for. And I think a lot of these people who come in that have entities in their home, maybe we'll talk more about this next week.
Could be fun.
On Thoughtful Thursday, but people that have entities in their home or different things, they didn't always necessarily pass away there. Sometimes they were accidentally summoned there. So I think if you are a developed psychic practitioner, if you have a connection to mediumship, and if you are drawn to high magic, and if you have a relationship with the 4 archangels, then you could probably use a Ouija board. But to practice something with it or not take it seriously will not have the best results for you. Not just about the divination that you receive, but the things that may go on in your life, right? So if you don't know how to drive a car and you take it out on the highway, things could go wrong pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. You should probably learn to drive the car in a safe environment first. So
some tuition is necessary.
Yeah, so take it, if you take it very seriously, and I think it was Zerner Farber who have made a lot of different tarot decks. Zerner Farber, I think, makes an angel board, which might be a good place to start.
Could be. I mean, yeah, understand that a portal is a portal is a portal. And, you know, depending on what the energy is, I mean, this is when, I mean, we you know we're witches. We'll be upfront about it. We cast Circle. And the reason we cast Circle before we do anything, especially at the time, there's some fantastic comments going here, by the way. I'm loving it. I'm reading everything. I'm trying to keep up with you. So we cast a circle to make a protective space, a space between the worlds, a space outside of time and outside of physicality, a place where it is possible to commune with the divine, and ergo we are opening up a portal at this point. Particularly when we do things like ancestor circles around, the other half of the year, and that we go to great lengths to ensure that all that's welcome are those that come in peace and love, and that if you coming across here with malintent, you are certainly not welcome. And so, with all due respect to people who are like super keen, I want to go out and get one of those because I really want to medal there. It's like me here. Here's a fully loaded, fully automatic submachine gun I'm going to put in your hands, and you don't even know the basics of gun safety. Somebody's going to get hurt, or worse. So yeah. Be aware a portal can be open and bring bad shit through it. I dropped an S word there.
And
early, but you can.
Any of the divination tools are truly a portal to other. A veil is crossed by spirit who's giving you the information.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can certainly feel the magic and the energy when you open your tarot deck up, or when you take your pendulum out and you watch it start to move and vibrate. So any divination tool is a fantastic way to touch other. Ouija boards, however, kind of have that little bit of a dark energy that you need to be able to kick butt to get clear.
Indeed, the dark side is very seductive, without doubt.
And the last thing they want's another damn light worker.
That is very true. But there's a lot of folks who I would love to go there, but they are going into this circle not in perfect love and not in perfect trust. They're going there into a place between the worlds, or opening a portal between the worlds, where they themselves most likely are in a highly apprehensive and quite probably fearful place. And you know what that energy is going to attract, because what you focus on comes into focus. You're going to get something that's going to make you way more apprehensive and way more fearful. And if it sees you as a channel, as a route through, and you ain't got the experience or the psychic clout, for want of a better word, I don't know if that's the right word I'm looking for, but to actually go, no, you do not have authority here, because fear is a hugely powerful thing. It makes people do weird shit, it really does weird stuff. I'm sorry, I can't swear. I'm sorry.
I'm just thinking of things. The first experience I had with a Ouija board, I was 8.
There you go.
My friend's father.
Case in point.
bought a trunk full of toys from some estate sale. It was in an attic, and
wasn't it Parker who actually made
it? Was Parker Brothers?
Yeah,
and
they did like the World Game and Monopoly.
It was a
and stuff.
1936 Parker Brothers, still in its box.
There you go.
And my friend's father had bought it, and we used it. And I know I didn't move the slide. I was 8, had no idea what we were doing. And not to be mean, but she's about as esoteric as my big toe, so she didn't move it. But it predicted something that I'd forgotten about, and many, many years later was accurate.
Yeah, see, now people are longing for you to tell that story.
I don't feel like telling it.
Okay.
The reason I was in contemplation was I always thought, how will I share the story? And that's how I'll share the story. So it was accurate. And it was weird. Later on, when I realized it, I thought, but I think that I've always been kind of connected to other. As a small child, I've always been clairaudient, and so for me to use
this radio station in your head.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
it's like
in
sort
different
out the
languages even. But then when you're going through your teen rebellion years, you kind of don't always pay attention. And then I got into astrology when I was about 12 or 13, and I still have so much to learn about astrology. Some 40 years later, believe me.
Yes. Tell me about it. It's yeah.
But yeah, I would say work to figure out the tool that's going to speak to you.
Absolutely.
If Ouija board is your thing, then do your due diligence.
Oh yeah.
Bless and cleanse the board. Work out your relationship with the archangels.
Set your boundaries.
Yeah.
Set your boundaries, definitely. That's so very, very important. But they do definitely work.
Hi, Nessa.
There's no denying that. No denying that. No denying that at all. So, oh gosh, wasn't it funny? I saw some meme somewhere where somebody got a carpet as a Ouija board, so that was all well and good until the cat summoned something. Oh dear. What are you going to...
Well,
hey,
notice,
listen,
notice a lot of Ouija boards have a pentacle in the center.
They do.
Don't allow yourself to use the Ouija board until you understand why.
Right,
That's
well, we have an understanding of the pentacle.
Yeah.
And pentagrams and all that.
All right,
and our card for the day. Go on then. Oh, that's not too bad, speaking of pentacles.
No. Today is Jupiter Day, which is the great benefic, prosperity. And we see that, people always miss this tiny little snail. So things might have been slow for a bit, but I think they're going to pick up. And you notice that her hand is on some of the coins on one side, and there are some other coins on the other side. So a side business or something that you have been thinking about but not necessarily really pursuing, I think something might come to light today that would allow that to move forward in a prosperous way.
You're thinking your side hustle could be your main gig, is that what you're saying?
Maybe. What do you think?
There you go. I actually love this card, and this is a person who's become accustomed to the finer things in life, which is quite wonderful for Jupiter, and it's a weakness of mine because I'm a Leo, and I suffer from shiny kits. Yes, Sparky's a Nine of Pentacles.
Nine of Pentacles.
So, yeah, sorry. One day we'll get more cameras or whatever. We should do that. But yeah, this is a very good card. Things are very much coming towards fruition, definitely, and you can start to see the fruits of your labours. And maybe the side hustle becomes your big money earner, which is quite good. So nicely done. And it's a good day. Jupiter's a good day for expanding your thoughts and ideas. Even if we're embracing a divination system, expand your thoughts, dig a little deeper, expand. And what you got? You want to say something?
Yay, love Jupiter. Give me all the pentacles.
All of the
prosperity,
pentacles.
so mote it be.
Prosperity, so mote it be. So mote it be. Let's put this the right way around.
So yeah, things are waxing. Wax on.
We chatted a long time today. That's good though.
All right. Well, we had we've only just touched on a giant subject.
Well, yeah, Elevensies, probably people have to go back to work now.
Well, maybe Thoughtful Thursdays for a while will be a dive into different divination tools or something.
We could. It's whatever the spirit moves us, I guess. Would be the thing.
Yeah.
There's no real agenda. This is not a show about nothing, but it's a show about lots of things. Mm-hmm. And we could talk about no thing.
Oh, no,
yes,
we
could
end where
go
we
there.
began. Did you ever think about what thoughts are made?
Erin say, oh yes, do it. I take Erin's big into divination. I know that. So yeah, why not? We got lots of things we could play around with, and it's all fun. Listen, we love you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We started early and we finished late, but there you go. That ain't too bad. Good. That ain't too bad. So if you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, please. Try and make us less of a well-kept secret. We do appreciate it greatly. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us everywhere.
I wouldn't follow us anywhere.
Well,
maybe just for curiosity's sake.
Now what are they up to? This could be interesting. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful and wonderful, blessed day.